You are looking live, and we can say that now. We are, in fact, live with the game on YouTube, and what you're looking at, well, the Farmington Falcons, who are gathered down below here at Falcon Field, getting ready for their annual showdown game against the North Farmington Raiders. This is the 55th meeting between these two schools in a series that dates back to the fall of 1962. Where were you in 62? The Cuban Missile Crisis had just ended a matter of a couple of weeks before. I myself was attending Flanders Elementary School, where I was in love, head over heels, with my second grade teacher, Miss Gettleson. Gosh, Flanders Elementary isn't there anymore. I hope Miss Gettleson still is. What a teacher she was. At any rate, that's not the issue. This is the issue. North Farmington coming in with a record of 1-2 against the Farmington Falcons, clad in the home navy jerseys and pants with the silver piping. And I'll tell you what, this has not been a good season for the Falcons so far. This abbreviated campaign, which enters its second half tonight. The season cut back to 6 games this year for reasons you all know about. We're all living through it. But the Falcons yet to garner a victory this season. And my goodness, the last 2 weeks they've been outscored by a margin of 96-2. They've just had a rough go of it. They're taking on tonight the North Farmington Raiders, who come in losers of 2 in a row. They were blasted by Stony Creek at Holland Field 2 weeks ago on our Big Ten Game of the Week. Fell in a tough one on the road at Groves last Friday night by a final score of 36-26. And boy, you think back to a year ago. It was Friday, October 18th of 2019, and you remember it so fondly and for so many reasons. But what a night that was! The crowd ringed the stadium at Holland Field all the way around the cyclone fencing surrounding the field. That's because the stands were full, and why wouldn't they be? Both of these teams came into that matchup perfect, 7-0 on the season. It was a terrific football game. The Raiders won it at home, 13-9, and that sets the stage for the matchup here tonight at Falcon Field, as the Falcons, kicking from left to right, as you see, will pooch that thing into North Farmington territory. It's taken on a couple of hops by Justin Bryant, one of the captains for North Farmington, and the Raiders will begin outside their own 30-yard line as we get things underway for you on this Friday night. Boy, we talk about the two teams being undefeated last season, each of them 7-0. Well, were it not for an overtime victory, we'd be talking tonight about two teams without a victory. The Raiders winning on opening night in overtime, 34-33 at Adams, because Adams went for 2 in overtime. They said, we'll just win the thing right here, and the Raiders stopped them, held on for that 1-point victory, and as we say, as we hit the halfway point, their only victory so far. Up under center, Jacob Busamra, now a veteran quarterback for the Raiders. Play action, roll out near side, pressure coming, man wide open on the left side is Jasper Beeler, who breaks a tackle, and he's got first down yardage to the 43-yard line. So Beeler on the reception from Busamra gains 11, and once again, first down for the Raiders. This time they'll operate from their own 43-yard line. The starting backfield for the Raiders, number 2, Busamra, is at quarterback. The tailback at number 22, Justin Whitehorn. Number 21, Rayshawn Matthews, will line up at fullback tonight. Left to right across the front line, Julian Hampton, David Dooley, Philip Lucas, the center, Dwight Walker Jr. and Jalen Casey, the forward line. Whitehorn takes the handoff, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 37-yard line. So it's a loss of 6 on that carry by Whitehorn. First running play, second offensive play by the Raiders, and it gets sussed out by the Falcons. And the running back Whitehorn dropped behind the line of scrimmage back at the 37. So second down and 16 on this, the first possession of the night for either team. Offset I for Busamra, pressure coming, but he reverses the flow of the play, sent it just over the fingertips of Whitehorn, incomplete, however. And it's third down and long, 3rd and 16 for the North Farmington Raiders. Well, you talk about this series, or at least we were at the opening. This is the 55th all-time meeting between these two teams. They met continuously for 41 straight years, from 1962 through 2002. And then with the change of leagues and the change of conferences, North Farmington and Farmington didn't always find themselves in the same conference, or at least in the same division of a conference. So a few years were skipped. But boy, what a dandy these two teams played last year, 13-9 North Farmington, as they'll burn their first time out of the first half. And they'll gather around Coach John Hurston and talk things over down below. Corey Soroch huddles with his defensive unit. A beleaguered unit it has been. We mentioned they've been outscored the last 2 weeks 96-2. Boy, I'll tell you what, they were at Stony Creek last Friday night, and we saw Stony Creek here on TV 10 2 weeks ago. You'll remember that was the night that Burford kid scored 6 touchdowns against the Raiders. 6, count them, 6. I'm not sure I've ever seen a player score 6 in a game before. Well, the Falcons on the road last week held Burford to a single touchdown, so you're thinking, hey, must have turned out pretty good. But as Coach Corey Soroch told me this morning, we stopped Burford, but we weren't able to stop anybody or anything else. And Stony Creek rolled to a 55-0 victory over the Falcons, dealing Farmington what is a tie for their second worst defeat ever. Groves beat the Falcons 63-0 back in 2008. That's the worst loss ever for Farmington. In 1989, they lost 55-0 to Harrison. In 1977, lost 55-0 to these Raiders. And then last week, beaten 55-0 on the road by Stony Creek. Busama's got time. Lobs it over the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of Jasper Beeler. It's incomplete, and it is 4th down. So the Raiders get a first down on their first play from scrimmage, but nothing after that. They end up losing 6 yards on that fresh set of downs, and they will kick it away as they defend, as you see, the goal line, the end zone, the goal line. The end zone to our right, the south end zone here at Falcon Field. Virtually all football stadiums, it's not as universally true, or it is no longer universally true that football fields are laid out north and south, but all outdoor stadiums are. I eschew the use of the word stadium. Oh, nice bounce here for the Raiders off that punt. It's going to go all the way back to the 5. I wish they'd have let it roll another. Aaron Rice picked it up, but it might wind up inside the 5. As it turns out, the Falcons will start 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. That's a 58-wide punt, 58 yards on that punt. I'm speaking out loud the way I deliver my notes. Massimo Sambati putting the foot to that one. 58 yards on the punt. So the Falcons had them stopped, right? Thought they'd get decent field position here, but no. They're going to be back at their own 6-yard line. They spot the ball at the 6. So officially a 57-yard punt. Number 7, Jacob Sanders, is up under center. A bit of a spread offense look for the Falcons here, and Sanders keeps it and muscles his way out to the 10, grabs 4 quick yards on first down. Jacob Sanders, an All-Stater a year ago, transferred over to the Falcons. He's a 5'8", 175-pound junior. He will split playing time tonight, we're told, up under center with the sophomore quarterback of the future, Dom Pesci. We'll talk about Dom when he gets into the ballgame. Another running play for the Falcons on 2nd down, and they'll pick up a gain of 3 yards on that play. The ball carrier, Evan Martin. Third down and 3 for Farmington at the 13-yard line. That offensive line for the Falcons at left tackle, 66th Anthony Granberry. At left guard, number 56, Jake Steslicki. The center is number 51, Gavin Miller. Right guard is 77, Big Alex Roberson. and at right tackle, number 52, Asa Hollingsworth. They're going to see if they can muscle up and pick up 3 yards here on 3rd down for the Falcons, and they do. Ball carriers Jacob Sanders. Sanders taking the handoff from Silver, and Sanders has 1st down yardage out to the 18. A pickup of 5, a pickup of a 1st down for Sanders. So just underway here at Falcon Field. Raiders picked up a 1st down on their first possession. Then they punted it away. Now the Falcons with an end around look at the ball carrier is Julian Ama. And Ama out to about the 27. The ball came free, but I think they ruled the play to have been over as Rayshawn Matthews, number 21 for the Raiders, recovers a ball that was not in fact fumbled. The gain is out to the 27-yard line. 2nd down for Farmington there. Pickup was 9 on the 1st down play. 2nd and a yard for the Falcons at their own 27-yard line. Another running play up the middle, and it depends on forward progress. Rayshawn Matthews, number 21, in on the stop for the Raiders. Ball out to the 29-yard line. That's a 1st down.
1st down.
So keeping it on the ground and spreading the ball around. And when we talked to Coach Soroch this morning, he said that's pretty much what they're going to do. And a flag, and I don't know, delay a game or illegal procedure is my guess, but it is just that. It's a guess. And I'm wrong because the penalty is against the Raiders. So 1st and 10 is now 1st and 5 for the Falcons. The new line of scrimmage is their own 34. Ama coming in motion. The give goes to the tailback. And Javen Culpepper looks to me like he got 4. And 2nd and 1 for the Falcons. Remember, they started deep at their own 5-yard line. It is a beautiful Friday evening here in Farmington, Michigan. I'm not sure. Oh, 2nd effort. Look out. Bouncing it outside. Jacob Sanders. Sanders down the sideline. 20, 15, 10. He's going to score, everybody. Touchdown. Jacob Sanders. Touchdown. Farmington Falcons. It's a stunning development. It's a 62-yard touchdown run by Jacob Sanders. And the Falcons move into the lead here by a score of 7-0. It looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. Number 7 had nowhere to go, but he bounced it outside. Look at him go right there. He's dead. He's done for. But he gets away, and all the Raiders can do is pursue, and pursue in vain. Jasper Bueller, the last to have a chance. He can't get him. It's a touchdown for Sanders and a 6-0 lead for the Falcons early. The 62-yard Jacob Sanders touchdown run stuns the Raiders early. The extra point about to be kicked, or the attempt at any rate, by Eli Bride out of the hold of Justin Osdick. A little delay here, and one of the Falcons has got to come off the field in a hurry. It might have been Stezlicki 56. I'm not 100% on that, but I can tell you that number 53 coming back into the game is Leon McCormick-Reamer. 6-0 Falcons. We've lost our scoreboard feed, so we'll get a shot of that at the point after. It's good off the foot of Eli Bride, and a 7-0 lead for the Falcons.
Introducing the 2020 FA Best Cheerleading Squad,
So a play that looked like it was just going nowhere, looked like it might lose a yard or two, and Jacob Sanders kept his head while all around him were losing theirs, and he romps 62 yards into the end zone. And the Falcons are on the board first tonight. So you see the score comes with 6:22 remaining here in the first quarter.
Still collecting. Operation Common Good. They will be coming through the stand. We are very close to our goal of 20.
That's the first touchdown the Falcons have scored since the first quarter on opening night, when they tried valiantly to come back from a big deficit against Birmingham Groves. Couldn't quite do it, though. They wound up falling 42-31. But if you remember that game, they were a couple of touchdowns, 3 touchdowns down in the fourth quarter, and came back to put the issue in some measure of doubt. The Raiders with the return, it's Beeler out to the 42, or Bryant, I should say, Justin Bryant on the return, number 4. And so North Farmington is going to start from about the, I think it's the 41, don't you? Maybe it's the 42. No, it is the 41. Remember your spotting rules, ladies and gentlemen. If the ball is touching a yard line, it is on that yard line. If it is not, the yard line directly forward of the ball becomes the yard line, the official yard line for scorekeeping purposes. So 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 41. They trail the Falcons 7-0, and what a nice defensive effort by the Falcons right here.
Taking down by number 53, the
Lucky Durantavanakuda is in there, number 62, to make that stop. It's a loss of 4. And it's 2nd and 14 with the ball now on the 37-yard line. Lucky Durantavanakuda, 215-pound junior. We'll try to learn how to pronounce his name. We get is there a flag down there, or is it another timeout? Another timeout called by the Raiders. That's 2 of them they've used here in this first half. So 7-0 Falcons early on. We told you this series began back in 1962. And that did get me thinking early, where was I in 62? Well, we had just moved into our house in the Farmington Oaks. Flanders Elementary School had opened in September, so maybe it had been open 2 months, maybe not. Back on November 9th of 1962, we mentioned the Cuban Missile Crisis was the month before, in October of 62. That's how long these two teams have been playing one another in football. The Raiders lead the all-time series 34-19. There's been one tie. They've outscored the Falcons all-time, 1,029 to 691. You ask how I know that. Well, you just go through and enter all the scores into a spreadsheet and then hit the sum function. And it'll tell you the average score of a Raider-Falcon game is 19-13 in favor of the Raiders. 7-0 right now. Farmington boosts Samra. As a man, I'll tell you what, there were 2 receivers right there in the vicinity, and it turned out to be Aaron Rice, number 15, coming back towards the football, who makes the catch, and he's down immediately at the 46-yard line. But it's a nice pickup for the Raiders. Out to the 46. So they get 9 on that play. On the pass to Rice. 3rd down and 5. Usamra. He has time, he has a man, and it's caught by Bryant across the way. The 2 number 4s in on that play. Jalen Silver on the coverage, number 4 for the Falcons. The pass completed to number 4, Justin Bryant.
in white. And silver on the tackle.
So 1st and 10 Raiders, and for the first time tonight they move into Falcon territory at the Farmington 46-yard line. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. 7-0. The Falcons have the lead on Jacob Sanders' 62-yard run. Usamra just dumps it off the right side. Rice has it, and he picks up plenty of yards after the catch before he's forced out of bounds at the Falcon 28. Tyson Carruthers, number 12, did the forcing for Farmington. But it's a pickup of 18 yards on the pass to Rice. And a first down. Now the Raiders are driving. 1st and 10 inside the Falcon 30-yard line, down to the 28. Just a little bit of an offset eye. Whitehorn takes the handoff. Whitehorn gets outside. Whitehorn able to find an opening on the right side, and he'll have first down yardage again all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 16 yards for Justin Whitehorn. Another first down for the Raiders, and now they're into the red zone, and they're knocking on the door at the Falcon 12. Coming slowly to the near sideline, that's Liam McCormick-Reamer, number 53. Walking under his own power, shaken up presumably just a little bit. 1st and 10 Raiders. They have marched all the way down to the Farmington 12-yard line. Jacob Usamra, number 2, up under center. The give goes to Whitehorn again. Flag comes in as Whitehorn goes inside the 10. At least I thought it was a flag. Yeah, there it is. There it is inside the 15-yard line. Whitehorn's gain, I will wait and say. I don't know where they're going to spot this football. It doesn't matter. It's holding against the Raiders. It'll only matter if it's a spot infraction. Otherwise, it's going to be back out to the 22-yard line. And it was a spot fall. They back it up to the 23. So the holding call costs the Raiders 11 yards. 1st and 21 now from the 23. Big number 72 there in your shot. That's Jalen Hampton, 6'7" and 260 pounds. He is the left tackle for the Raiders. Evan Martin going left to right to the top of the formation where he joins Justin Bryant, number 4. Usamra looking to throw, hit as he throws, and is it caught or is it not? It is not. Incomplete. They tried to work it in there, I believe, to Ogufu, number 5. No, check it, it's Rice, number 15, and the pass goes incomplete. Just hit just as he throws, as you see. And that messed up the play, which was the idea from the defensive perspective. 2nd down, 21 for the Raiders. This is their second possession of the football game. Farmington driving 95 yards for a score on their first possession. Usamra gets the time, but he overshoots his intended target. That target being Jasper Beeler, and he just overshot him. So, 3rd down, 21 to go for the Raiders. The crowd a little bit larger tonight. The State High School Athletic Association just a couple of days ago increasing the number of fans that are allowed in these football stadiums on these Friday nights. Just an umbrella formation here. A lot of options for Usamra and plenty of time to boot. Throws off his off foot, and he finds his man into the end zone. It's a touchdown catch to Jasper Beeler. Beeler with a 23-yard touchdown grab. and it's 7-6. The Raiders score with 3:02 left to go in the first quarter, so just a matter of 3 minutes and 20 seconds after the Falcons score. It's Beeler beating Julian Ama in the end zone, and a beautifully thrown ball on the run by Busamra to make it 7-6. And now Massimo Sambati with the PAT, and it's 7-7 as the kick is good. So an impressive drive there by North Farmington. They go 59 yards. Hang on, I'll count the plays for you. In 8 plays. And don't forget, they had a holding call right in the middle of it all. Right? They got that first down at the 12-yard line. Holding on first down backed them up to the 23-yard line. A couple of incomplete passes, but then a very patient Jacob Busamra, captain of the Raiders, senior quarterback, 6'4". Well, he just laid it in there perfectly for Jasper Beeler, who'd gotten the step on Julian Ama back in coverage for the Farmington Falcons. So a 7-7 football game, and you see the game situation in the upper left corner. That tells you pretty much all you need to know in this 55th all-time meeting between the Falcons and the Raiders. You know, I gotta check something. I will do that right now. Farmington is easily the most faced opponent by North Farmington. They've met them 54 times. They played Westland John Glenn 37 times. Kickoff's not going to be returnable. It goes into the end zone. I think the guy that caught it down there, Jacob Sanders, he of the 62-yard touchdown run, wanted to bring it out, but by rule he can't.
Touchback. First down, Falcons.
So the Falcons take over with 3:01 remaining in this first quarter of play. First and 10 Falcons at their own 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, it is great to be with you here on a Friday night in Farmington. A beautiful day. I don't know if the mercury got up into the 80s today. It was nuzzling up against in the upper 70s. And it was about 70 degrees tonight at game time. Falcons will keep it on the ground as Silver, Jalen Silver, hands the ball off to Sanders. And Sanders gets 6. It's a time of year where most of the trees are still green, but a few of them, a distinct minority, but a few of them have begun to change color, and of that number, a very few of them have changed completely. I was out futzing in the yard yesterday. That'd be my first usage tonight of a word that's not a word. Is we got a tackle in the backfield. Silver goes down, and he's slung to the ground by Des Blanche, number 6. That will count as a rushing loss. Back to the 21-yard line, a loss of 5 by Silver. Brings up 3rd and 9. Silver hustles back into the huddle, number 4, with the play. But as I was futzing in the yard yesterday, Futzing, I noticed the neighbor across the street, a beautiful, I don't know what kind of tree, I think it's a maple. It was a big tree, right? And it was completely engaged in the fall, engorged in the fall color scheme. The 3rd down pass batted down out beyond the line of scrimmage. Blanche may have got a hand on it, may have been Rayshawn Matthews. Numbers 6 and 21 were both in the vicinity for the Raiders, and the Falcons will have to punt it away. But it was not earlier this week, but late last week when the temperature Well, we had a frost advisory, and I remember I actually made a note of it. 1:10 in the morning, one of the days last week, the furnace came on for the first time since the summertime, the first time of the season. I said, let's make a note of that. So 4th down, and the Falcons punt it away. Bride, not his best effort. They're going to say it went out of bounds at the 43, at the Farmington 43. So it's a 22-yard punt, and it's good field position for North Farmington as they take over in the waning moments of the first quarter. A minute to go in it. And a nice short field here for the Raiders. The Falcon 43 is the line of scrimmage. The football game is tied at 7. A 95-yard scoring drive for the Falcons. It was a 62-yard touchdown run by Jacob Sanders that put the points on the board. But the Raiders answering on a 23-yard Busamra pass, and they'll pound the middle on 1st down, will the Raiders, and look at them shove that pile. Number 72, Julian Hampton, was on the periphery doing the pushing and the shoving, and because of his efforts and others, the Raiders are going to get a gain of 4 on a play that looked like it was destined to gain none. Let's watch this replay. Just give it to the fullback and go up the middle. And that's Rayshawn Matthews with the gain. Second down and 6 from the 34. Justin Bryant in motion. Busamra calmly deals to the near side, and Rice able to put a move or two on Evan Martin. And now Rice inside the 20-yard line. Martin finally brought him down with a little bit of help from E.J. Ogufu, but it's going to be a 1st down for the Raiders all the way down to the Falcon 13-yard line. It's 26 yards on the pass to Rice. 1st down for the Raiders. First down for the Raiders at the Falcon 13. Some question about whether or not the Raiders will be able to run the play. We're down to 5 seconds in the quarter. They do. Snap comes with 2 seconds in the quarter. Is that Whitehorn? It is. He fumbles. It's a free ball in the end zone, but the Raiders fall on it for the touchdown. It's recovered in the end zone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's 50-something, right? There he is. That's a good tight shot. Number 58 is David Dooley. So David Dooley, the starting left guard, as Whitehorn is hit here, and the ball, he got stripped near the goal line. And look at Dooley coming out of nowhere to fall on the football. Fumble recovery in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. So Dooley will get the touchdown after Whitehorn picks up 13 yards. The extra point is on the way, and Massimo Sambati nails another one. So the Raiders with a 43-yard touchdown drive. And they take a 14-7 lead here. Dooley with a fumble recovery in the end zone. Give Whitehorn a gain of 13 yards on the play. Give credit for the touchdown to Dooley. And it is a short and efficient scoring drive for the Raiders. It took them just a matter of 4 plays. Check it, 3 plays. 43 yards in 3 plays. They score with no time left on the first quarter clock. So it took them length of the scoring drive was 1 minute and 20 seconds. And after Farmington opened the scoring tonight, the Raiders are going to go, into the short break after the end of the first quarter with the lead. The shame of it there, of course, from a Farmington perspective, is that ball was free in the end zone, and had the Falcons been able to come up with it, well, football game would still be tied. This is a pooch that's going to go out of bounds. I'm never quite sure on a little kick like that how much intent there is on the part of the kicking team to recover it on for an onside kick. It's certainly one of the requisite 10 yards, but it's against the rules to kick the ball out of bounds. So the Falcons will start. I think they get the ball where the ball went out of bounds. I'm pretty sure. Because otherwise they would get it at the 35. But if they put it at the 35, it would cost Farmington a couple of yards. Tell you what, it was nice talking with head coach Corey Soroch in his 4th season with the Falcons to proceed. Well, we have a personal foul involved here as well, and that goes against Farmington. Well, now, that changes things, doesn't it? So they will give the Falcons the spot at the 37, but they're going to walk off 15 from there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons. Falcons will have it 1st and 10. I'm pretty sure it'll be at the, well, let's wait and see. I think the ball should be at the 22, should it not? The signal from the official was personal foul against the Falcons. And they'll sort it out. That's Coach Soroch there in the headphones and the cap. It was, he contracted COVID-19 back in March, 6 months ago, a little more than 6 months ago now. And he said, when he was telling me about it, he said, and this is what I'll always remember, I thought it was going to kill me. And I said, how old are you? Because I'm thinking, this is a young man. He's 30, all right? He says it almost killed him. So he's got tremendous respect for the pandemic. But he says he still feels the effects. But he says the thing that's really helping him is working with the kids, being able to do some semblance of normalcy here and coach his team. Even if they're so young. That's what he kept saying. We're so young. The first down carry by Ama around the right side will net a gain of 3 or 4 yards, depending on where they put it. There's Ama in motion, but they snuck that handoff into him, and he gets 3. So I mean, I was shocked when Coach Soroch told me about that when I was talking to him just a couple of weeks ago, a few days before the season began. Not so much shocked that he came down with it. I mean, that's the nature of a pandemic, but to have him tell me how hard it was on him. So we're just glad he's still on that Falcons sideline. As you say, in his 4th season, comes in with a record of all-time of 19 and 15. I should have looked up his record against North Farmington. That's a pretty basic thing I forgot to do, and everything just froze. There we go. Pickup of 3 yards on 2nd down to the 28. So 3rd and 4 from the 28 for the Falcons. Line to gain is the 32. 14-7, the Raiders have the lead. They have scored on a Jacob Busamra touchdown pass to Bryant. And a fumble recovery in the end zone. Flag on the field here, and they're going to walk it off against the Raiders. So my presumption is somebody jumped and the ball's out to the 33-yard line. First down for the Falcons. I was talking about this series dating back to 1962. Back in 62, you did not have, all you had was offsides, okay? You didn't have neutral zone infraction, all right? You didn't have a legal procedure. You had offside. Nice cutback move right there by Julian Ama, number 2. And Ama out to about the 41-yard line. That's a solid pickup of 8 yards for Ama.
Brought down by Matthew.
So far it's been Jalen Silver, who was 8-1 as the JV quarterback last year. He's been in there all the way to quarterback tonight. We were told by Coach Soroch that it would be likely to see Dom Pesci at some point tonight, the 6'5" sophomore understudy. Another good gain on the ground by the Falcons. This one out to the 45-yard line. And the ball carrier is Jacob Sanders. And there was a little seam for him. Sanders gets 7. First and 10, Farmington at their own 46. Reading an article in the Washington Post this morning about someone teaching the finer points of football, and today's initial article was about gaps, right? The distance between the offensive linemen and the pass. Oh, I'll tell you what, Evan Martin was open, but the pass by Silver just out of reach. Anyways, I tried to read this thing, and it was just too complicated for me. And I've been watching. I talked about the first game of the series in 1962. That's about the time I started watching the Lions, right? 7 years old. And Gail Coggill and Gail Leary and Milt Plum and Joe Schmidt and all those guys. Terry Barr, my favorite player, Terry Barr. And I could not understand this piece, and I'm feeling badly about it. It was just over my head. They're called gaps or splits. Well, which one is it, a gap or a split, right? So I started reading the comments, and everybody else felt the same way. It was just a little bit too complicated. On the end around, it's Ama taking the handoff, and into Raider territory he goes. Brought down a yard or two shy of the first down. The ball came free. I was wondering if it had just for the reaction on the far sideline, but the ball came free. Ama had a nice gain, and he fumbles the ball at the end of it. Here it is. He's brought down by number 3, Jasper Beeler. And well, that ball came out loose, late, didn't it? You wonder if they had a replay situation, whether or not that would have in fact been ruled a fumble, but it is a fumble now. And it's first and 10 Raiders at their own 42-yard line. So Ama picked up 12, but he fumbles. So North Farmington, with 8:28 to go in the half, and a 14-7 lead, are in business at the 42, and they'll quickly move into Falcon territory as the pass is complete across the way. Andrew Ojemudio and Tyson Carruthers on coverage, but they were unable to stop the receiver on the play, and that's Des Blanche, number 6. So they go from 42 to 42 for a pickup of 16 yards on the pass to Blanche. And first and 10 Raiders, still to 42, but this time the Falcon 42. We go under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Whitehorn stopped at the line, or before he got back to the line, there to do the stopping, Tyran Wilson. Nice individual effort by Tyran. Number 3, you see him right there. So Whitehorn stopped, and it is a loss of a yard. Bringing up second down and 11 to go. In motion, far side to near, that's Justin Bryant. Busamra got it away quickly just before he got hit, and he completes it across the way to Aaron Rice. Michael Woods, the cornerback, on coverage. but it's a gain of, let's check that out, shall we? Let's call it a gain of 6 to the 37 because that's what it is. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 37. 14-7, the Raiders in the lead. Rich Kincaid with you at a secure location. Watching the action at Falcon Field. Great to have you with us on TV 10, YouTube, all of it. Usama goes deep and it's caught. It's going to be a touchdown to Rice. Rice got open in the secondary, and Rice is there to haul in the touchdown pass. And North Farmington moves into a 20-7 lead. Aaron Rice, number 15, the junior. 6'4", 190-pound junior. And I'll tell you, the pressure was coming. Number 66 for Farmington, Anthony Granberry, almost got there. Not quite. And Michael Woods is beaten on the play. And it is a 37-yard TD pass to Rice. They fake the PAT. It's thrown into the end zone. And it is caught down there.
The 2-point conversion is good.
Caught down there by Rice.
Raiders 22, Falcons 7.
So, call it 20. Well, call it what it is, 22-7. Sam Body did a nice job on the fake, and how about that camera work? And how about that leap by Aaron Rice as it's a jump ball down there, and he gets up and over E.J. Ogufu, the senior defensive back with the name that's pretty famous in Farmington football lore. Well, I'm not talking about Farmington High School necessarily, but the Farmington School District, because had some brothers go through Harrison High School who met with some success. 58 yards on the scoring drive by North Farmington after the fumble by Farmington. So they'll take it 58 yards. In 4 plays. They scored midway through the quarter, 6:19 left to go in the second. And with the 2-point conversion, the Raiders have now scored 22 unanswered points, and they lead the football game 22-7. Looks like this one, will it be returned? I'm not sure it ever went into the end zone, so it is picked up down there and brought back out beyond the 20-yard line by Jacob Sanders.
Sanders picked up the ball and kicked it to the 20-yard line.
I think he did not want to return that one, but I'm not sure. Well, you know what? I know it didn't go into the end zone because had it, they would have whistled the play dead. That's the rule. It just, as you saw, just landed right by the goal line, and Sanders had, there was no option on the play. So Falcons, 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line, as they have surrendered now those 22 unanswered points to the Raiders. Not much gain on first down there. Sanders, a yard. A yard, and that's all. As we mentioned, the season hitting its halfway point tonight. An abbreviated 6-game schedule this year. And next week is crossover week in the Oakland Activities Association, and that's not very good news for the Falcons and maybe not for the Raiders as well. The Red is the toughest of the 3 divisions, and both of these schools will be playing an OAA Red opponent next week. Oxford in one case and Lake Orion in the other, and I believe there were flags. I like that ground level shot. Flags at the whistle. The Falcons ran a play, and I think they lost yards on it.
Ball start on the Falcons.
And the official made some sort of a gesture relative to a penalty, but it's still nonetheless third down. And the ball's at the 13-yard line, so the play lost 9.
Third down, Falcons.
And it's third down and 17. On the 13-yard line, and they got to get it to the 31 to maintain possession here. The clock has stopped. The ball did go out of bounds on the last play. So here we go, third and forever for the Falcons, third and 17. It's Sanders. Out beyond he almost got that first down, didn't he?
Sanders on the carry.
All the way out to the 27. So he got 15. But he's still short of the line to gain by a couple of yards. Or, well, yeah, a couple of yards. So it's 4th and 4. And what do you do when you got the ball at your own 27? It's 4th and 4. You kick it, you punt it. Beautiful snap, and the kick is away. It is not fair caught by Beeler. He's going to try for a return. Flag is down. He spun away from one tackle, did Beeler, but that was the extent of it. Michael Woods was there with teammates to bring him down. But again, we had a flag. It's down on the turf there at the 45-yard line or thereabouts. Eli Bride with that kick. See Will Coltrane, number 21, in there on the stop as well, but the penalty is against the Raiders. It's a hold. So it's back to the 31-yard line. So the Raiders at their own 31. And before the snap, there's another flag. So walk-off against the Raiders. And it's 1st and 15. Raiders have the lead here, 22-7. Raiders with a record of 1-2. They won on opening night in overtime. Think about it. If it were the old days and there were no overtime, we'd be talking about the 2 winless teams in this one tonight. The Falcons are 0-3. Whitehorn got 3. Whitehorn out to midfield and beyond. 45, the Falcon 40, and down to the 39-yard line. Evan Martin was in there to help bring him down. Demetrian Moore as well. They marked the football at the 40-yard line. So that's a 34-yard pickup by Justin Whitehorn. And just like that, the Raiders in business in Falcon territory again. They've only had to punt once tonight. That was following their first possession of the football game. Their last 3 possessions have all resulted in touchdowns. Buscema waiting for that snap, and it comes too late. A whistle sounds. The Raiders take their 3rd timeout of the first half. when they come back. 1st and 10 for them at the Farmington 40-yard line, and they've got the lead here at the 22-7. You get a close-up look of the Falcons, close-up look at the Falcons, and a close-up look at me here in our TV10 studios as we're late in the first half, and the tide has swung inexorably to the North Farmington Raiders. A 62-yard electrifying run by Jacob Sanders had put Farmington on top in this one, 7-0, but just methodically and just pounding the ball and just making big plays, and then getting a little bit of luck as well, which you need to do to win football games. They recovered a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown, and they've got that 22-7 lead as we return you to the action tonight at Falcon Field. 1st and 10 Raiders following a long run, a 34-yard run by Justin Whitehorn. And there's a pass to nowhere. I think Busamra got hit as he released. Now this is a big series for the Falcons, right? They've given up 22 unanswered. You don't want to be down, and there's a flag before the whistle. Nope, it's not a flag. It's a timeout called by the Falcons, their first. Well, we talked about the upcoming schedule for these two teams, and as we say, next week is crossover week, as both these teams will take on opponents from the Oakland Activities Association Red Division. That's where the powerhouses in this conference are. And the Raiders will be on the road to take on Oxford. Oxford is 2-1. They beat L'Anse Creuse North 34-0 on opening night. Lost to Clarkston. Clarkston's one of the best teams in the area, and they beat Oxford 35-14. But then Oxford beat Oak Park, which is considered a powerful team, and Oxford beat them 14-13 last week. 1 week from tonight, the Raiders are on the road to take on Oxford. Meanwhile, the Falcons themselves travel next week. They're at Lake Orion. The Lake Orion squad undefeated. They beat U of D Jesuit last week 7-6. Remember last year, it was U of D Jesuit that knocked both North Farmington and Farmington out of the playoffs. Beat the Raiders in the pre-division game, week 1 of the playoffs, and then the following week went across town and beat the Falcons at Falcon Field. U of D Jesuit last year, the Cubs winning both games in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and both of them on the road. They spoiled a couple of pretty promising seasons for the Farmington teams a year ago. 2nd down, 15 to go for the Raiders as they scrimmage at the 40-yard line, make it 2nd down and 10 to go. Rice open on the near side, takes the pass, and is forced out of bounds at the 32 or the 31-yard line. Evan Martin was on coverage, number 6 for Farmington. Pass complete for 8 yards. Third and 2 from the 32-yard line now. Well, they put it at the 31. They got me again, right? 9-yard reception. 3rd and 1 from the 31. Well, you see the yard markers at the top of the screen, right? That's all you need to know. It's 3rd down. They need a yard. Full house look in the backfield before Bila goes in motion, and Whitehorn picks up the 1st down and drags a couple of Falcons with him inside the 30. Tyran Wilson, number 3 for Farmington, had a pretty good hold of him, but was unable to get him to the turf, and it's a pickup of 5 yards for Whitehorn on the play. Good power running by North Farmington's number 22, Justin Whitehorn. Another first down for the Raiders, and they've marched now to the Falcon 26-yard line. Whitehorn again. Cuts it up inside, fumbled the ball, and how about that? Second time tonight that Whitehorn has fumbled, the second time tonight that it has resulted in a gain as it is recovered down there by his teammate, Des Blanche. So he had Dooley pouncing on a Whitehead fumble in the end zone late in the first quarter, the last play of the first quarter. You see him fumble right there, and it goes right to Blanche. Line of scrimmage is the 19. It's a 7-yard pickup. Second down and 3. Well, 2 big breaks for the Raiders here in the first half, and they've got the lead 22-7. They're not reticent at all about giving the ball back to Whitehorn, but this time he'll lose a yard. Big number 77, Alex Roberson, 210-pound, 5'10" junior. We get credit for that tackle. Third and 4 from the 19. Actually make it 3rd and 3. No gain on that last play. Usama rolls, throws, and it's deflected. Nice coverage in the end zone by Farmington's Julian Ama. Eagles singled up on that guy, number 15, Aaron Rice, who's having a big night for the Raiders. So it's incomplete, and it's 4th down. I would say that was well played by everyone involved in the play. A nice throw by Busamra, but nice coverage by Julian Ama to break it up. So Sambati, Massimo will attempt the field goal here. A 37-yard attempt. What a howitzer. I think it's good. It is.
And the kick is good. Raiders 25.
Nice kick by Massimo Sambati. That makes it an 18-point lead for the Raiders, 25-7, with just a minute 16 to go in the first half. And the Raiders run their streak of unanswered points to 25 now. Remember, Sanders gave the Falcons a 7-0 lead with a beauty of a 62-yard touchdown run. With 6:22 left to go in the first quarter, it's been all Raiders since that time. They led 14-7 after 1, and they have added 11 points to their total here in the second quarter. So Farmington's got 2 timeouts remaining, and they've got that 18-point deficit now. Farmington has had success in this series of late. After North Farmington beat Farmington in 1993, the Raiders led the all-time series 26-5-1. So they had played 32 times, and Farmington had but 5 wins in those 32 games. But since that time, since 93, the Falcons have the edge, 14 wins to 8. Sanders spinning out beyond the 30-yard line, and a good open field tackle by Chike Undemba. Chike Undemba, junior lineman, and I'll tell you what, for a lineman. He was pretty nimble right there to bring down Sanders. You like Sanders' odds as he's going one-on-one against an offensive and defensive lineman, but cheeky right there to bring him down. It was a pretty stop in North Farmington. I should say Farmington. 1st and 10 at their own 34. Minute 9 to go in the half. It doesn't look like, well, if it was a busted play, it's going to work out for some positive yardage as Sanders comes to the near side and is bumped out of bounds by number 9, Landon Canty. But Sanders out to the 39-yard line for a gain of 5. He got stuck pretty good on that play by Landon Canty. Minute 4 left in the half. And this time it's Silver. Again, trying to turn the corner on that left side, on the near side, and he'll pick up yardage to the 42. So it's a gain of 3. Third down and 2 from the 42. It didn't take much time off the clock, which is stopped with 59 seconds remaining in the first half. We should note, by the way, that because the Raiders and Falcons are both on the road 1 week from tonight, we will have no TV 10 game for you 1 week from tonight. We're always sad when that happens, but sometimes it does. There's a whistle to stop the play prior to the snap, and it's a flag. It's going to go against the Raiders. Second time in the first half that the Falcons have picked up a first down by penalty. Now they'll scrimmage from their own 47. A quintessential fall evening. We mentioned it got up near 80 degrees today. I believe it's supposed to go down into the mid to lower 50s tonight, so it's cool and comfortable tonight at Falcon Stadium. That's Sanders. He'll get 4, maybe 5. And I think the Falcons have called a timeout here with 51 seconds to go in the first half. It's a gain of 5 yards on the first down carry by Jacob Sanders. I don't think the Falcons have attempted a pass here in the first half. Pretty sure on that. We got 51 seconds to go. They've just used their second timeout. And they trail it by 18 points, 25-7. I think that's as up to date as I can get you. Sanders is the lone running back in the backfield. In motion is Ama. The rollout comes the opposite way, and it's caught down there and quickly out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So that guy, again, Jacob Sanders, the all-state player from a year ago. He's down to the 41-yard line. That's a pickup of 7. It's a first down. Falcons stay alive with 47 seconds left in the first half. Normally, of course, we would show you the marching band at halftime, but the marching band not performing, at least not at football games. You know, that's a good question. I don't know if they're still having I doubt they're having band competitions because that's a potential spreader event, right? Blowing those horns and whatnot. Incomplete pass goes off the outstretched left hand of Evan Martin. So instead, we'll stand aside, and I think maybe I'll take a moment or two and I'll show you how things work here when I'm calling a football game. I'm sure it'll be fascinating. I really can't wait. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Again, looking for their first win of the year. Coming in off one of the worst defeats in school history, 55-0. They fell at Stony Creek last Friday night. They've only ever been beaten worse than that one time when they gave up 63 to Groves. No gain on that carry by Julian Ama, or if there was a gain, it was negligible. Credit on the tackle goes to that's Canty, number 9. He's got his jersey pulled up. He's got that fanny pack on. That's number 9, Canty, who was in on that spot. I was looking for a number 8, but in the first place, they don't have a number 8. In the second, it wasn't number 8 who made the stop. Ball goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, so it's a gain of 3. 3rd and 7. Ama in motion. Jacob Sanders, the cutback run, needs to get to the 31, not going to make it. And the Falcons immediately call timeout, then late, after the whistle of flag comes in. Came sailing high out of the air. This is timeout number 3 by Farmington. The gain was 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be 4th and 4 from the 35, depending on what the flag's all about. It's against the Raiders. So this will be a first down for Farmington. But I'm thinking they should walk some yardage off instead of just signaling it's a first down for Farmington. I think since the Raiders committed a penalty, it's only fair to advance the ball, and now they do. That's a 15-yarder, so that must have been a personal foul. First and 10 Falcons at the 20. I don't think now the Falcons, because of the penalty, did not use the timeout. They've got one left. 33 seconds in the half. Pitch comes to the near side. Demetrian Moore, was that number 8? That was Evan Martin, number 6. No, it was number 8. I'm sorry. I was right the first time. So that was Demetrian Moore, but not much of a gain there. And Farmington calls the last timeout they have to call after no gain. And it's 2nd down and 10 from the Raider 20-yard line. This is the deepest in Raider territory. The Falcons have taken a snap tonight. Their score came on a 62-yard run by Jacob Sanders on their first possession back in the first quarter. Since then, the Raiders have scored 25 unanswered points. And you see the white-clad North Farmington Raiders gathered around. Let's tell you about their defense while we're looking at them. 3 men up front, number 58, David Dooley, and number 55, Chiki Undemba on the tackles. Nose guard is number 50, Jalen Casey. The linebackers, Des Blanche, number 6, Chase Reed, number 30, Rayshawn Matthews, number 21, Andre Ballard, number 34. The corners are Justin Bryant and Landon Canty. At safety, Aaron Rice, Jasper Beeler, and Jacob Busamra, depending on the personnel package. Little dump-off pass by Silver, and he's trying to get it to Julian Ama, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 10 from the 20. Now, they really like their field goal kicker, Eli Bryan. What's not to like? He's the captain of the soccer team. So if worse comes to worse, they'll presumably, well, the field goal is an option. Let's leave it at that. We will have I'm excited about this. We're going to have a mascot race at the half. So won't that can you bet on that? You know, sports betting became illegal in Michigan a short time ago. Maybe get a $5 down on the mascot race. Why not? Pressure coming. there's going to be pass interference down there. Yeah, to Jasper Beeler running over Julian Ama inside the 5-yard line. As under duress, Jalen Silver was able to get the pass away. All of that only took a couple of seconds. There's still 18 seconds showing on the clock, and I believe this is going to wind up being first down for the Falcons. And it is. The penalty, there you see the penalty. So they move the ball down to the 10-yard line. The Falcons have their third first down via penalty tonight. And now they've got it first down and goal at the 10. Notice the ball is on the 10. Therefore, they can't get a first down because if they gain 10 yards, they notice that ball will break the plane. Passed into the flat, caught by Ama. Ama just had one man to beat. It was the other number 2, Bruce Samra. We've mentioned he plays in the secondary from time to time, and he was right there to make the tackle on Ama. Can the Falcons get the ball snapped before the half ends? I don't know. The clock reads 0, but it seemed to me like there was a second on the scoreboard when the ball was spiked. No, it's halftime. It's halftime. Oh, and after all that, well, you know what? Samra just saved the Raiders bacon as he's able to make the tackle on Ama while Julian was still in bounds. Holy cow. And we got to get some action on this now. They have just upped the whole mascot race at halftime has just been elevated to a new level. The respective principals of the schools are going to race. Well, we're not going anywhere. I will tell you that right now. We are not going anywhere. It is, it's 25-7 in favor of the North Farmington Raiders. As we move into halftime here of the rivalry game. And
Ladies and gentlemen,
it is hard, and you'll have to excuse me, fans, from time to time if you hear me taking a drink of water, because I don't know what's going on here. Hey, there's the marching band. They are here. How about that? Well, my daughter would be so proud. A former Falcon marching band member. My daughter Laura, who's now at Harvard. Thank you. You didn't think I was going to go whole broadcast without working that in, did you? At any rate, the Falcon marching band takes the field, and good for them, I hope. Right? Well, they wouldn't do it without proper precautions, I'm telling myself. Right? Nobody's going to endanger the children. All right, now there are the respective principals, okay? For some reason, when I was going to Farmington High School, well, not the principal so much. He was a good guy. But the vice principal, Mr. Shoebridge, you know, you did not want to mess. You did not want to be in Mr. Shoebridge's list. So presumably, after the band performs, you're going to see this, what was to have been a mascot race. Well, they are. They're wearing the mascots. It's just that it's not the mascots per se. It's the principals. Well, let's hope nobody gets hurt. Let's hope nobody, you know, I've pulled a groin. I can tell you personally how painful that can be. Not to mention a hammy, right? So let's hope all goes well there. And meanwhile, why don't we take a moment here and enjoy the Falcon Marching Band live for you from Falcon Stadium. It's halftime, and the North Farmington Raiders lead the Farmington Falcons by a score of 25-7. Take it away from the band.
Next up in performance, please welcome Haley Petrushka, Jess Adol, Julian Puffin, Liara Kay, Kate Bear, Elise Wynick, and Emma Hoffman to the 2020-2021 Farmington United Varsity Pom-Pom team. They're led by team captains Caitlin Dillaway and Dina Buckey. Performing their 2020 hip-hop routine, Monster. Special thank you to Coach Melody Walsh.
Swallow up, bottle up, all in up, feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the car dealer. My whole squad's in here walking around the party, a cross between a zombie apocalypse and Bobby the monster.
You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road trucker, I look like a villain at a old blockbuster.
Godzilla, science bit a monster.
Blowing on the dance floor, Louis V carpet.
Fire, Godzilla, fire. I'm just a product of the cricket onyx. Told him Nick the ball had him just appalled. Did so many things that pissed him off. It's impossible to list them all. And in the midst of all this, I'm in a mental hospital with a crystal ball, trying to see what I still be like this tomorrow. Whisper, don't voices whisper. My fist is ball back up against the wall, pencil drawn. This is just a song to go ballistic on. You just hold a pimple on a guy with a missile launcher. I'm just a Loch Ness, the mythological. Quick to tell you off like a fifth of rock. But when you twist the top of the bottle, I'm a monster.
You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road trucker, I look like a villain at a old blockbuster.
Godzilla, science bit a monster.
Blowing on the dance floor, Louis V carpet.
Fire, Godzilla, fire.
Blowing on the dance floor, Louis V
You ever gave a damn?
Let's hear it. And our next performance, the 2020 FHS Cheerleading Squad, led again by seniors Alexis Andrews, Alicia Evans, Taylor Ford, Shelby Ritchie, Michelle Ricks, Kennedy Samuel, and Jessica Singletary.
Say my name, no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you, you ain't running game. Say my name, you acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby, while the sun drains. Say, baby, I love you, you ain't running game. No one is around. Say my name, around you, no one is around. Say my name, around you, no one is around you. You act kinda shady, no one is around you. Ain't calling me baby, no one is around. Say my name, no one is around you. Around you, no one is around you.
Real hot girl. Hit the beat now. little true. Hey, problem nobody solving. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless. You wanna feel like Megan Thee Stallion and don't want your cause I want his daddy. I like to switch up my style every week. I gotta switch up my hair every day. I ain't know, but I do be on going. I promise my gon' live me the same.
Let's hear it for our Falcon cheer team. This week, the students of Farmington, North Farmington, and Central High Schools joined together in Unity Week. Students in each building participated in identical Spirit Day dress-ups to support unity within our schools. The high schools also decided to raise funds for Operation families in need within our own community. Principals of our schools, Mr. Tom Shelton, Mr. Joe Green, and Mr. David Reese, offered our students an incentive, 50% participation, and they would provide a little entertainment for halftime. And not to be left out, Dr. Herrera, our superintendent, agreed to help if we met our fundraising goal. Now, in the spirit of friendly competition, Mr. Shelton and Mr. Green have swapped mascot suits and will race on the field. It's Sydney Raider. It's Freddie Falcon. And go! It was neck and neck. Not sure if I could tell who won. The truth is, we've all won. A special thanks to the student leaders who helped to put this week together, and to our administrators for your support. Special thanks from all of us to Ms. Berger for her work with our student leaders. Now, we are still collecting after halftime for Operation Common Good. This is an amazing thing that helps people in our own community. Please give generously. There are people that need our help. Need those students collecting for Operation Common Good. Let's get some donations in there and get to our goal.
Anybody want to donate to Operation Common Good?
Let's hear it for our Farmington Falcons.
And we welcome you back to Falcon Field. Halftime has concluded. What a show it was. The Farmington Marching Band under the direction of Michael Steele with a nice performance. Those Bond numbers, I think we saw, I was kind of watching everything out of the corner of my eye because I was goofing off. But I know the cheerleaders were out there. I think the pom-pom girls were out there. And we had the mascot race, and they raised money for charity. And a normal person would just leave it at that. But I got to say, the mascot race was 20 yards long, and I did some math, and it worked out to 60 feet. But then again, nobody wants to get hurt, and they're wearing those mascot costumes. So the second half underway, but just as quickly as it is, well, it goes into the end zone. So it'll be first and at 10 for the Farmington Falcons at their own 20-yard line. So 25-7, your score here. And it was the Falcons who broke out on top on their first possession. They completed a 95-yard, 8-play drive as Jacob Sanders went 62 yards on a play that looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he's going to lose a yard or two. But he bounced it outside and down the sideline he went. It was very exciting. But that was it for the Falcons, at least as far as the first half was concerned, as the Raiders scored 25 unanswered points. Gavin Miller, the center, number 51, is up under, well, he is the center. He's over the football, and he hikes it. He snaps it. So that's another thing when I was a kid. There was no snapping. It was a hike. And on the carry by Sanders, it'll be second down and 8.
No.
So second down, Farmington. Sanders again, or is it Ama, number 2? Might be Ama, right? It is, number 2. And not a lot there for Julian. No gain on the play.
Oh, that was Omar.
So it's 3rd down and 8, first possession of the second half. The Raiders are in control in this one. Farmington still seeking that first win of the season. The touchdown they scored tonight, that really nice run by Jacob Sanders, the first points their offense has put on the board since week 1, and here we are in week 4. Pass over the middle, almost intercepted. Almost picked off by Jacob Busamra, but he's going to get the football soon enough, because when he's not patrolling the secondary for the Raiders, and Busamra had a nice interception in week 1 at Adams. When he's not doing that, he's quarterbacking the Raiders football team, as that pass by Jalen Silver winds up being incomplete. And 4th and 8 for Farmington at the 22, and in to kick it away is Eli Bride. Good snap, and boy, the Falcons just having a hard time getting a break tonight. The roll goes the other way.
Ball down to the 46-yard line.
And it's a 19-yard punt by Bride. And North Farmington in Falcon territory takes over with 10:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. And I'm not whining or anything like that, even if I did graduate from Farmington High School, where the class of 73 continues to rule, because that's the way it is. And by the way, the ball's at the 46, not the 41. So it's a 24-yard punt. My apologies. I'm just saying there have been some breaks in this football game that have gone the Raiders' way. 2 fumble recoveries on their own fumbles, and the punt just happening to bounce back towards the Falcon goal line. It's an incomplete pass on 1st down. Pressure put on Busamra. That's Anthony Granberry, number 66, who was right in the middle of it. Other games tonight in the OAA White. Seaholm is at Groves in some Birmingham on Birmingham violence, and Stony Creek on the road to take on Adams. Boy, hasn't Stony Creek impressed. Granberry with that tackle.
3rd down.
And there's no gain on that play. So 3rd and 10. Stoney rolled over North Farmington 2 weeks ago at Holland Field on the road for them. And then at home 1 week ago, they rolled over the Falcons. Falcons in that game were behind 14-0 before it was 4 minutes old. Busamra just does get the pass off in time. There was big-time pressure coming in down at the other end of the play. It's Julian Ama, one of the Falcon co-captains, getting a mitt up there and breaking up the pass. Excellent coverage by Ama. Not the first time tonight we've said that. Watch Busamra. Under duress. He knows it's coming. I believe, was that, might have been Carruthers, number 12, on the pressure. The intended receiver down there is Jasper Beeler, who has a touchdown catch tonight. But not on that play. So 4th and 10, Raiders in Falcon territory at the 46, so they'll go for it. They're in plus territory already, and they punted away. Busamra does it all. He fooled me. Unfortunately for him, no, he make it. Oh, it just does go in the end zone, right? It looked like it might roll parallel to the goal line and go out of bounds at the 1, which could kind of be in keeping with the way things have gone for the Raiders tonight. That's nice when you get the breaks. And it looked like they might get another one there. But the little pooch kick by Busamra instead just does go out of bounds, or into the end zone at any rate. So it's a touchback, and the Falcons once again 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So plus 26 on the punt by Jacob Busamra. Quarterbacks, he's in the secondary. He's punting the ball away. What a guy. 25-7. The Raiders have the 25. It's a new ball carrier, right?
Number 28, Jason Culpepper.
Culpepper on the carry. Number 28, Culpepper. First time he's touched the ball tonight. And I think there was a little pushing. It looked like there was a little pushing and shoving after the whistle there. But at the end of the day, it's a gain of 3 for Culpepper, and that's it. 2nd and 7. Again, so many thanks to Sean McGuckin and the entire TV10 crew for enabling me to work from the studio during these times. I'm grateful for their hard work, grateful to be with you here on TV10. Culpepper got away that time. First down out to the 37-ish, maybe the 38. Culpepper there on the right side, busted through a hole. Picks up a first down. Give him a gain of 16 to the 49. Look at that, some nice running right there. Number 28, Javon Culpepper. 220-pound senior. I've made a mistake on my roster when I transcribed it, when I copied it. I've got him listed at 2'9". He's clearly bigger than 2'9". He's going to get caught behind the line of scrimmage here, though. First guy to get to him, you see, is number 21, Matthews. Des Blanche, number 6, was there in short order as well. I'm sorry, it's not a loss. I wrote down the wrong yard line. The carry by Culpepper to get the first down brought the ball to the 39. I wrote down 49. That's silly. Still a gain of 16, though. And the second carry by Culpepper there picked up 2 to the 41. Culpepper's the only one in the backfield. Ama in motion. They fake a pitch to him, instead hand it off to Sanders, and Sanders looked to have some room on the far side. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, into Raider territory. Forward progress as he gets shoved back. You know what? The referee across the linesman, across the way near the far sideline, you could see him move to the 46, and he was going to spot the ball there. And then for some reason, he walked back a yard. So the gain is to the 47, but it's a first down on a nicely executed and complicated play by the Falcons. Jacob Sanders was doing just fine until he ran into Landon Canty, but he broke that tackle. So ultimately, the carry is to the 47-yard line for a gain of 12. And a first down. And Farmington trailing this one by 18 points. Keeps their drive alive. They'll try Sanders on a pitch. Oh, he fumbled again. Fumbled the ball. Falcons got this one. I didn't mean to say again, by the way, on the fumble. It was a blurt. I blurted it out. He fumbled, but not again. He fumbled that time. It's his first fumble. So by definition, it can't be fumbled again. And it picked up a yard. Sanders adding to his total. And it's 2nd and 9 from the 46. Sanders, number 7. The pitch was really nice. He just had the ball ripped out of there. That was a really nice defensive play by one of the Raiders. It all happened so fast, I can't identify. May have been Rayshon Matthews, number 21. Second down play is not going to gain. That play is stuffed at the line of scrimmage by Jalen Casey, number 50 of the Raiders. Sanders, they'll give him a yard to the 45.
Third down.
Third down and 8. I can't see the clock on our scoreboard feed right now. There is some computer paraphernalia covering it up on my screen. I can tell you we're in the third quarter, though. And I can tell you it's 25-7 Raiders, 3rd down and 8 for the Falcons. Quick hitter to Culpepper, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Right there in his face was number 34, Andre Ballard. Culpepper did a nice job of pushing forward to get down to the 39. So the gain is 6. And it's going to be 4th and 2. So this is it's a big play for the Falcons as we go under 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. 4:54, and the clock is running here at Falcon Field. The ball's on the 39. The line to gain is the 37. It's been almost exclusively a ground game for the Falcons tonight. Ama in motion. Oh, they're not going to get it. They gave it to Sanders, and the middle simply wasn't there. It's number 55, Chike Udemba, who filled the hole and brought Sanders down. Richard Harris, yeah, number 5, he was there as well. Oh, 21 got to him first. That's Matthews, as we see on the replay. So credit that tackle to Matthews. Udemba was there quickly, but the initial stop was Matthews. And so the Falcons turned it over on downs. And North Farmington has the football, 1st down and 10 at their own 42. They begin this possession with 4:27 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Looking to improve to get back to 500. They'd be 2-2 with a win tonight. Whitehorn fumbled it, and the Falcons, I think they got it. I'm not sure though. They do. They do. So Whitehorn, another fumble, and in his case, he's had multiple fumbles tonight. I believe that's his 3rd. The first one that the Falcons are able to recover. I want to see the replay to see who got on the ball for the Falcons. They give to number 22, Whitehorn. He got hit. He lost it. And number 4 is on the ball for the Falcons. That's Jalen Silver. First turnover of the game tonight. Comes with 4:21 left in the 3rd. So the Falcons 1st and 10 at the Raider 49. Well, a chance to get points off a turnover now. They trail it by 18 on this lovely Friday night on the campus of Farmington High School, and pass a little bit too long for Tyran Wilson. So it turns over to 2nd down and 10. Just as, so we had a flag on that play. We did. It's against the Raiders. I want to see if it's the first. It is. It'll be a 1st down due to penalty. It's the 4th time in this game that the Falcons have picked up a 1st down on penalty. That's a 15-yarder. So the Falcons have it 1st and 10. And now the football's at the Raider 34. Culpepper. Well, he had a hole on the left side, and he'll do the rest with power running. All the way down to the, well, I think they'll give him the 26, but I see the official, the line judge at the top of the screen seems to have stopped walking at the 27. There's a flag. There you see it. Nice job to zoom in there for me. Let's pull back now and let's find that guy with the white cap who's going to tell us what the penalty's all about. Well, it's going to be 15 on Farmington for unsportsmanlike conduct. So they pick up 15 on a penalty, and then they give it right back. Penalty plus 15, penalty minus 15. The only difference is now it's still going to be 1st down, or at least I think it will be. No, it's 2nd down. That makes it even worse. They put the ball on the 42. So the Falcons end up losing 8 on that penalty. And it's second down and 18. Nothing doing to Sanders on that play. Chike Ndemba, number 55, there again for the Raiders. He's been there a lot. Play loses 2 more yards to the 44. So third down and 20 from the 44. Well, that's a shame. The Raiders give the Falcons 2 breaks, the fumble, and then a 15-yard penalty, presumably a personal foul, although I did not see the signal, and for that I apologize. But then the Falcons give it right back, a 15-yard penalty against them. Culpepper can't handle the dump-off pass. I'm not sure it was going to gain major yardage anyways, as you had Chase Reed and Rayshawn Matthews, the Raiders in the vicinity. And now it's 4th and 20 for Farmington. They don't have very many options here. So they will kick it away. Which I think, if you reflect on it, it's nice field position at the 44, but you don't want to give that field position to the Raiders, say on an incomplete pass, so they will kick it away. Perfect snap and Bride with the kick. And it's going to wind up being fielded by North Farmington out near the 10-yard line. That's Aaron Rice, who was able to return it a few yards, maybe 5 yards or so. So the Falcons got what they wanted on the punt. They've got the Raiders back at the 15-yard line. Or maybe even further back. I'm going to wait a moment for them to actually spot the football. Yeah, they put it at the 14. So North Farmington at their own 14-yard line to begin this possession. It's been a quiet third quarter, no scoring in it. It was 25-7 at halftime, and now it's 25-7 with 2:39 left to go in the third quarter. Now talking with the Farmington Falcons head coach Corey Soroch in his 4th season on the sidelines, on the Farmington sidelines. 19-15 all time, and he was just talking about how young his team is. As Beeler can't bring it in, it would have been a major gainer, perhaps a score, as he did get in behind Ama, number 2 for Farmington. But there are only 2 players on the Falcons squad right now who had varsity football experience prior to this year. 2. So yeah, they had a great season last year. 8-2. Well, 9-2. That's right. But that was a veteran team, and now they're young again. I was right the first time. They were 8-2 last year. Timeout's been called here. Question would be who called it. And I'm not. It was either North or Farmington. I can tell you that much. One of these teams has called a timeout. That seems certain. That's Jacob Busamra, number 2, and as we've talked to him, we've seen him quarterback this team. He's got a touchdown pass that, beautiful toss it was. He plays in the secondary on defense. He can punt. We've seen him punt tonight. It's a nice all-around player to have. Number 72 seems to be towering over everybody else. That's Jalen Hampton. And there's a reason he towers over. Looks like he's towering over everybody else. He is. 6'7", 260-pound senior. That's basically my problem when when I weigh 260. I don't have the 6'7" to go with it. Turns out a little differently on a 5'10" frame. 2nd and 10. Busamra going long, has a man. They can't hook up. That was Woods, number 20, in coverage for Farmington. And take another look at this. I'll tell you what, this would have been a touchdown. This would have been a 88-yard touchdown. But Bryant just unable to bring it in. Well, it was just a little bit too long for him. 3rd and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 14. Oh, so it would have been an 86-yard play. 3rd and 10. Blitz. Busamra's going to be flung down. The ball comes free. It's loose inside the 5-yard line. Did the Falcons get on it? Or did the Raiders? Falcons say they've got it, although one guy's pointing the wrong way. No, it's Farmington ball. Farmington football at the 5-yard line. It's a sack fumble. Recovered by the Falcons. Here it is. And it's, well, there were a couple Raiders down there and one Falcon, and the one Falcon was able to recover the fumble. First and goal, Farmington from the 5-yard line. So I was not able to identify the player who caused the fumble or the player who recovered it, but I can tell you that was Jacob Sanders, number 7, running it in for a touchdown. So one-play scoring drive for the Falcons, and they get back to within 12. All you got to do is give it to Jacob Sanders, and he just made that little dip to the left, and that's all he needed, just a couple of steps into the end zone, and the Falcons score their first points since the first quarter. Justin Osdick, number 10, into hold. The kicker, number 25, Eli Bride. Bride usually makes these, and he made that one.
Good. Falcons 14, Raiders 25.
So it's the first points of the third quarter. Sanders with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons trail now by 11. And the Falcons 7 down there have the happy job of doing push-ups to connote a Falcon touchdown. They'd like to do more of it. They would. Like as we say, it's a lovely night. It was a beautiful day here. Some of the trees are changing color, just a few. But it'll turn dramatically in the next week or so. That's the way it works. So it's going to be a beautiful fall. 2:15. Well, there's the scoreboard on your screen. Late in the third, and Farmington back to within 11. Finally, the Falcons able to cash in on a Raider gift. A fumble by Busamra. As it was a sack fumble. And I think it was 77 Roberson for Farmington that got to Busamra, and in the act of bringing him down, stripped him of the football. Short little kick. It's going to be decent field position for Bryant and the Raiders, who's out to the 48-yard line on the return. At any rate, once the Falcons recovered that fumble, they were in business, first and goal at the 5-yard line. But decent field position right now for North Farmington.
First down, Raiders.
This is the last home game of the year for Farmington. And I believe it's their second home game of the year. It is. this abbreviated 6-game schedule this year, resulting in Farmington adding but the 2 games at Falcon Field this year. Busamra running out of time after having plenty of it. Heaves it up there, and it's incomplete. Farmington's Jalen Silver, you see him there, number 4. He was back in coverage. And it'll be 2nd and 10. This young Falcon team, they just, well, they made a break, right? They forced a fumble. It's different than a mistake. So they're trying to hang in there. Trying to hang in, down by 11 with 2:03 in the remaining in the 3rd quarter. Rich Kincaid with you here at our TV10 studios, and the usual superb job done by the TV10 crew. Sean McGuckin on the scene. Jim Sturdy's in the studio tonight in the control booth. We're not utilizing the truck at least not for this portion of it. Ball carrier is Matthews. And he gets 4. So we go from one 48-yard line to the other. 3rd down and a 6 following the 4-yard gain. Clock runs with 1:20 left in the 3rd. This is a big play now. This is a big play. If the Falcons could get the football back, maybe they got a little momentum going. They put the pressure on, but Busamra, just as calm as can be, just flips it off to the right side and unwilling to go down until he does. It's Des Blanche with nice run after the catch abilities. I'll tell you what, he maybe tacked it. We'll look at the replay. He tacked a good 10 yards onto the end of that play, all the way down to the Falcon 29-yard line. It's a gain of 19 overall, and Busamra, all kinds of heat coming, and he just flipped it. And look at Blanche. Look at him go. It took a gaggle of Falcons to bring him down. It's a 19-yard gain. So the Raiders may be feeling the pressure themselves. I mean, Farmington has gotten to within a couple of scores here. And it was 3rd and medium length, right? 3rd and 6. And Busamra, who has impressed tonight, there's no question about that, with a clutch pass to Des Blanche. The Falcons have violated the neutral zone. So it's not 1st and 10 anymore, it's 1st and 5. Clock winding down here in the 3rd. That was a big play by the Raiders to maintain the possession. Whitehorn, a hole on the right side, is into the 2nd level, stood up, carries on. Nice run by Julian Whitehorn. I said Julian, Justin Whitehorn. I'm sorry, Justin. Nice run. Falcons shook up on the play. Clock stops with 6 seconds left to go in it. It's Julian Ama, who was shaken up on the play. I think they're going to restart the clock and the quarter will end. When it does resume, though, it's going to be a 1st and 10 situation for the Raiders, down around, the 11-yard line or thereabouts.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter.
And there it is, the end of the 3rd. And the Raiders have a 25-14 lead on the Falcons. In that quarter, the Falcons shut the Raiders out. They scored the only points of the quarter on Sanders' 2nd touchdown run of the night. Cut it to the margin we have right now, 25-14. But boy, they had a chance to stop the ensuing Raiders possession. But Jacob Busama, with as important a snap as he's taken tonight, and the Falcons, they've gotten pressure on him throughout the evening, but Busama has stood in there. And on the key play, just a few moments ago, Busama was able to just flick it into the right flat. And it was Des Blanche who wound up with a 19-yard reception and a first down. And now we move to the fourth quarter. Oh, there's Sean McGuckin. Well, I'm sorry, I'm seeing him. You're not. I got confused which monitor is our program feed. So now that last play did not count. There must have been a penalty, right? Because the football had been down to the 24, but now it's back out to the 34. And it's a first down and 14 for the Raiders at the 34. First and 14, North Farmington at the 34. First snap of the fourth quarter. The pass is incomplete. As that time, one of the Falcons came busting through. You see him right there, number 66, Anthony Granberry. 6'4", 270-pound senior, and Granberry was all up in Busama's grill. Look at him here. Busama did a really nice job just to get it away, get rid of it. They're talking about whether or not it's grounding, though. There is no flag. Second down. So just underway in the fourth quarter. The visiting North Farmington Raiders with an 11-point lead. Oh, a nice play in the backfield. And Whitehorn is going to be stopped right there. A loss on that play, courtesy of Asa Hollington. Another big senior, 6'3", 239. The loss on the play is 5 yards on the carry by Whitehorn. So 3rd and 19 from the 39. Timeout North Farmington, their first of the second half. Well, a few plays ago, we saw the Raiders convert on a big 3rd down and 6. Now they face another big 3rd down, but in this case, it's 3rd down and 19. Or make it 20. They got to get all the way down to the 19-yard line to convert. There's Sean McGuckin. All masked up. Glad to see that. Sean is, I'm going to tell you guys, you know, Mr. Cobb left some big shoes to fill a few years ago when he retired. After an illustrious, there's a reason the auditorium at North Farmington High School is the Cobb Auditorium, named for Mr. and Mrs. Cobb. But Sean has stepped in. There's no question but that he has stepped in admirably. TV 10 is on the air better than ever. New technology for the young people to work with. It's terrific. So, nice job, Sean. 3rd down, 20 for the Raiders. We've got 11:36 to go in the game now. On a beautiful Friday night in Farmington, and also in Farmington Hills. Farmington is just a little hamlet compared to Farmington Hills. We're basically surrounded by Farmington Hills, but we're in Farmington tonight. Big pressure coming. Busama with the legs escapes it wide open. It's got a man wide open. It's Rice. He scores. Oh man. Hollinsworth for the Falcons and Granberry. Both there putting the pressure on, and Busama escaped, extended the play, as they say, and just lobbed it downfield. And Aaron Rice Well, you just don't get more open than that. Look at that pressure. But he got away. And there's Rice taking it in at the 15-yard line and sprinting into the end zone. It's a 39-yard touchdown pass. It's 31-14 with the point pending. Massimo Sambati is out there, number 18. Of course it's Busamra on the holes. Of course it is. We told you he's doing everything in this one. But he's thrown his second touchdown pass of the game now. If we go into the fourth quarter, it's early, 11:26 to go in it, but that one may have done it. 32-14, North Farmington, that's the new score. A 39-yard pass from Busamra to Rice. Come on, Rich. Rice's second touchdown catch of the game. And the Raiders, well, they're up by 18 again. So again, no broadcast for you next Friday. This is 1 week from tonight. Next Friday night, the 16th, the Falcons and Raiders are both on the road. 2 weeks from tonight, maybe the 23rd. I think we're going to bring you the game. Traverse City Central is coming to Holland Field. I'm pretty sure we'll have that for you here on TV 10. Pretty sure. Well, a couple of really big third down conversions here in this second half. That touchdown was on third down and 19. Well, third down and 20, right? Third down and 20. And it's a TD pass to Rice instead of the Falcons getting a stop and getting the ball back. And it's looking pretty good for the Raiders right now, 32 to 14. Little Poochie, it's going to cause problems for the Falcons. They'll just end up falling on the ball, which is the prudent course of action. Ama with what amounts to a recovery. And boy, did he get piled on down there. He's a little slow getting up. I don't know if somebody popped him down there or if he's maybe a cramp or something. I don't know. Well, the Falcons, when we return to play, will have it at their own 24-yard line. Yeah, that looks like they're stretching him out, so that's usually a cramp, right? Usually a cramp. The cheerleaders are limber, and they're glad to be out there on the sideline. I believe this is their first appearance of the season, and since this is the Falcons' final home game, their only appearance of the year. Did they get new uniforms? They got the white trim there on the school. They look very nice. Very sharp. 11:25, that's the time remaining, and Hama's under his own power coming to the sideline, so we're always glad to see that, of course. Talk about this rivalry dating back to 1962. This is the 55th all-time meeting. In the first 8 games ever played between these two teams, starting in 1962 and ending in 1970, 8 games in that span. And the Raiders blanked the Falcons 6 times in those 8 years, including 3 in a row. The Raiders shutting out Farmington in 68, 69, and 1970. Silver on the first down, Jalen Silver, with a run of about 5 yards.
Tackled by Raekwon Matthews. Second down.
Not sure if that was a direct snap running play designed to do that, or whether or not there was a handoff that was supposed to happen that didn't. But at any rate, Jalen Silver gains 5, and it is a second down and 5. Now, Coach Soroch told us this morning that the offense is best described as a bunch formation, but that's not going to work. Chike Undemba broke through the bunch, and it's a tackle for loss back to the 29-yard line. Again, the ball carrier was Silver. So 3rd and 8. Big 55. Defeated his block, as they say. That's a 3-yard loss. I said, is there a more footballish way to describe that? And he says you can call it a multiple split formation. So I've been trying to work that in. Oh, I'm sorry, multiple slot, 2 slot formation. Incomplete, as it's the pass is over the outstretched arms and hands of Jacob Sanders. So it's going to be a punt, I'm sure. 4th down and 8 for Farmington. So all in all, given the circumstances, it's been a pretty good night at Falcon Field, right? I mean, we had the bands were able to perform, and I'll tell you something. As a band parent, as a former band, those kids work hard. I know that. I'd see my daughter out there in August in the heat, on the asphalt to the parking lot at Farmington High School. Her and the other band members working on their formations and generally doing a heck of a job. Not a lot of altitude on that kick by Bride, but he gets the roll all the way down to the 32 of the Raiders. So that's a 42-yard punt. So the band was out there. We saw the cheerleaders performing at halftime. Pom-Pom Squad. I know the Pom-Pom Squad was introduced, and I had to step away for a moment, so I didn't see if they were actually on the field. I did hear them introduce. I'm hoping they were able to put on a performance. And, of course, you had the principals race. So this has really been a case of making the best of a obviously less than ideal situation. Raiders, if they can hang out. I've got that software sign over my clock again on the scoreboard, but I'm thinking there's around 10 minutes to go here. And the Raiders up by 18. And a little quick hitter on 1st down, and it's the first carry of the night for Mekay Smith. I'm sorry, it's number 30 on that carry. That's Chase Reed. And nevertheless, it's his first carry of the game. And he's out to the 36-yard line for 4. Now, both these teams have qualified for the state playoffs. That's because everybody has qualified for the state playoffs. Due to the short season, normally in a full year, you need to win 6. Well, the rules were to have changed this year to make it a bit easier for 5-win teams to make it into the postseason. But with only 6 games on the schedule, the State High School Athletic Association deemed that everybody's in. So both these teams will be in the postseason. But the Falcons are going to come out of this thing barring some sort of a miracle cover-up. And again, guys, on the monitor here, I've got a software sign blocking my scoreboard view. If somebody could click on something, that'd be cool. But the Raiders will be in the postseason. What you wonder is, in that opening round, if it's going to turn out to be a match like, for example, the Falcons having to take on Stony Creek again. Whitehorn with some hard running there out to the 42-yard line. So he gets 11. And he's called a gain of, they're going to give the first down at the 42. He gets 11, gets the first down, Whitehorn. So the clock continues to run here at Falcon Field. And the Raiders are grinding it out on the ground. There's a clock for me. That's the whole story on this Friday night at Falcon Field right there. To sum up, Whitehorn again able to get to the linebacker level, and he isn't brought down until he's all the way out to midfield. That's a pickup of 8. That was a good hole right there for Justin Whitehorn. They say he's down, though, at the 49, so it's a gain of 7. And it's 3rd down and 3. It's an interesting defensive alignment by the Falcons. They were kind of bunched up in the secondary between the hash marks as they're looking for the run. Whitehorn obliges them, but something the Raiders didn't want. He winds up going out of bounds, and that will stop the clock with 7:21 left in this one. It's a 4-yard gain to the 47. And it's a 1st down. So North Farmington will trade a run out of bounds for a 1st down at this stage every time. Another fresh set of downs, and Bussammer with a little quick hitter right up the middle, gains 2 yards. And that's again Chase Reed, the ball carrier, number 30. We just see Jasper Beeler, Jacob Bussamra, and Andre Ballard all entering the game for North Farmington. Although Bussamra wasn't entering the game, he had just gone to the sideline for a play. It's a little misdirection give to Beeler, who's inside the 40-yard line, about a yard shy of the 1st down to the 38. Gets 7. Ojemudia identified as one of those in on the stop.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 1 from the 38-yard line. Ojemudia, number 1. I saw E.J. Agufo, number 5, on that tackle for Farmington. It feels like for 15 years I've been calling the name Ogufu or Ojemudia in these TV 10 broadcasts. There's a 1st down carry, and the clock will continue to run. Whitehorn all the way down to the 31-yard line for 7. So methodicalness right now by the Raiders, right? Another word that's not really, that is not a word. You can't say not really a word. It's either a word or it's not. Methodically is not. Methodically is. Whatever I said is not. Whatever derivative of methodical I used there. I was just funning with it. 5:20 and 5:19, and so it goes. 32-14 North Farmington, the visitors in the lead. Whitehorn just pounding it up the gut some more. That's a gain of 2 yards right there.
Whitehorn on the carry. Taken down by a clock of Falcon.
Again, next week, North Farmington on the road. OAA crossover week. They'll be playing an OAA being the Oakland Activities Association. They'll be playing an OAA red opponent, Oxford. The Falcons also on the road, also playing an OAA red opponent. They'll be at Lake Orion. Bussamra has a man open. Look out. It's going to be a touchdown. Another one for the Raiders as Justin Bryant takes the pass, beats a man, and scoots into the end zone. 29-yard touchdown pass to Justin Bryant. A third touchdown pass tonight by Jacob Busamra. And so now it is 38-14. And Busamra in the hole for Massimo Sambati's extra point attempt, which is up and blocked. It wasn't up. It wasn't up for very long at any rate. PAT blocked. So with 4:24 to go, here's another look at the touchdown. Busamra got it away quickly, and you see Bryant there. Justin Bryant, one of the captains. Just a step or so behind the defense, but that's all he needed. So down to 4:24 left. And it's 38-14. Scoring play is a 29-yard pass. Busamra to Bryant. And that's 4 touchdown passes by Busamra tonight, 4 of them. And it's a 68-yard, 10-play scoring drive, very efficient. As the Raiders just move right down the field. And they move into their biggest lead of the night, 24 points. 4:24, that's all that's left in this one. So the Raiders will get back to 500 at 2-2 as they prepare themselves for the road game at Oxford. And then the regular season finale 2 weeks from tonight. They'll be at home at Holland Field taking on Traverse City Central, which will be our next TV 10 broadcast. The Falcons, meanwhile, will fall to 0-4. And they will, as we say, be on the road against Lake Orion next week. They will conclude the season 2 weeks from tonight at Roseville. They'll conclude the regular season, I should say, because as we say, right, the Falcons will, even if they go 0-6, they're going to be a playoff team. There's a big sophomore quarterback for the Falcons, Dom Pesci, number 16. He's a sophomore, 6'5", 174, the QB of the future, right? Completes the pass. The Falcon who caught it was working hard not to have the ball taken away from him. Seemed to have a 19 on my Raider roster. There's Pesci. And that pass caught out there by Tyran Wilson. Line of scrimmage is the 44. So a gain of 4 on that pass. Pesci going underneath, and I think he might have surprised Wilson that time, and the pass falls incomplete. Well, a growing year? What am I trying to say here? The Falcons are very, very young. What they're trying to do is get older. And the only way you do that is do this. Only 2 players on the roster with varsity experience coming into this season. But Coach Soroch telling us he really likes working with the guys. So everybody, well, not everybody. Well, no, wait a minute. I think if you look at history, as the pass for Sanders falls incomplete, everybody goes through it. I was thinking while I was saying that, well, you know, not Ohio State, not Alabama, right? But then you think if you take the long view, I mean, in the 40s and 50s, Ohio State was crummy, all right? There were a couple of decades where Alabama was crummy. They haven't always been national powerhouses. They have a long, storied history. No question about that. But they've gone through spells. Most teams do. Most everybody does, right? Dallas Cowboys, you know? They've won Super Bowls. They've been the crummiest team in the National Football League. It's just part of football. It's part of football nature. Bride's kick is a dandy. And it is fielded back inside the 15-yard line by Rice. So the Raiders will take over with 3:23 to go. We can look forward to them running the clock out, or trying to. You can certainly look forward to them putting the ball on the ground as they go 1st and 10 from the 14. Well, it's been our pleasure, my pleasure, to be with you here on this Friday night. It was a good long time. We were pretty sure there wasn't going to be any high school football this year, but we've been able to come through that and salvage at least. We're hoping to get a 6-game season in and a full playoffs subsequent to that. So we're definitely glad to be with you here tonight. I'm Rich Kincaid, by the way, if I have to introduce myself. Allow me to do so late in the proceedings here as a whistle, of all things, stops the clock, and we get a walk-off here against the Raiders. So they're back to the 9.
Thanks to your generous donations this evening, Operation Common Good is receiving $2,020 from the high school.
I don't know if you could hear that announcement from the PA at Falcon Field, but the reason that the principals, for example, had the suited up in the mascot uniform of the opposing school and conducted the mascot race at halftime. That was one of a long line of charity opportunities associated with this game tonight, and this is pretty good. They have raised tonight $2,028 for the charity Common Good. That was an initiative by the Falcon students. We never had that. We weren't that altruistic when I went to Farmington High School. Way to go, kids. $2,028 raised tonight. Nice job. Really nice job. That's not Busamra at quarterback. Is that Rice, number 15? Stay tuned. We'll know in a moment. It is. He'll just take that snap, and boy, he's got a lot of room to run, doesn't he? Out to midfield. Uh-oh, it's a sprint now. We may be seeing a 90-yard touchdown run. Look out, one man's got a chance, and he doesn't. Rice got to the pylon. I think he's in. Would have been a 91. There's a flag on the play. It was a 91-yard run, or 90 if you didn't get in. Aaron Rice, number 15, just looked like just a simple play as you can have, a direct snap and a run around right end. But it never happened. Oh, they illegally procedured. Oh, my. And then there was a block in the back. There was holding. Block in the back. Right, illegal block. So there's all sorts of things wrong with that. It never happened. Aaron Rice is going to remember it. And it's on tape, Aaron. Right? It's on YouTube. So there you go. He's got to go to the sideline for a break, and I think he deserves it. I couldn't run 91 yards. Without some help. All righty. So they penalty back him up to the 4. And it is 1st and 20 from the 4. And we sort of saw a 91-yard touchdown run in this game. We saw it, but it didn't happen. Just over 2 minutes left to go here now. Busamra back in there, and they'll just run it up the middle, pick up a couple 3 yards, and the clock continues to leak. Ball carrier that time was Richard Harris. It was Harris who had the big tackle for the Raiders at Adams on opening night. It was Adams had scored a touchdown in overtime after the Raiders had scored a touchdown in overtime. And Adams decided they were going to go for the win right then and there. And it was Adams who tackled the ball carrier. It couldn't have been more than a foot from the goal line. saved the victory for the Falcons. Number 5, Richard Harris, who just made his first carry of the night here. 2nd and 18. And it's Harris again. And look at him battle for those yards. Boy, he's out close. He's going to make the 20-yard. He's going to get past the 20-yard. There's a flag late. And that almost certainly is against the Falcons. So it was 3rd and 18 or thereabouts, right? Well, it was 3rd and 16. And watch you can't see number 5 because of all the Falcons are there. But look at this. Oh, and somebody came in late. Somebody got in late. Well, yeah, it's a tough call because the kid Harris is still struggling for yardage. But you stop at the whistle. I can't hear the whistle. I'm, a few miles away. But anyway, it's going to be a personal foul against the Falcons. So we're just over a minute to go. Oh, there was a shot to the head is the call. All right. And I can see the point. But I can also see why. It's not as egregious a penalty as I've seen. It seems to me that, the play had just ended. I don't think it was a cheap shot. I think the kid was trying to bring the other kid down. And the other kid just wouldn't go down. Anyways, on the penalty and everything else, it's first down all the way up to the 37. 1 minute to go in the game. They should probably just take a knee, don't you think? I don't know. Rice says that, or not Rice, I'm sorry. Richard Harris again says, give me the ball. And maybe he loses a yard or 2 on that play. I think we're just going to have 1 snap left now. We're at 40 seconds, and as you see, the clock is winding down. It has been a Raider night tonight at Falcon Field. Give them credit, okay? They made some breaks. Their offense was superb. Falcons couldn't stop them when they needed to. Busamra had a heck of a night, 4 touchdown passes. They deserve to win. And there's the kneel down. And there go the final seconds running off the clock here tonight in Farmington, Michigan, where the North Farmington Raiders have gotten back to the 500 mark at 2-2 as they defeat the still winless Farmington Falcons by a final score of 38-14. The Raiders will get on the bus and make the short trip across town back to North Farmington High School, and the Falcons will try to regroup. They got a tough assignment on the road 1 week from tonight at Lake Orion. The Raiders themselves on the road as they will be taking on Oxford. But they were obviously clearly the dominant team in this one tonight, and they come away with a 38-14 victory over the Farmington Falcons. And as much as anything, well, the running certainly of Justin Whitehorn would be one of the storylines tonight, but the passing and the overall play tonight of Jacob Busamra, the senior captain and quarterback of the Raiders, and defensive back, and place kicker, holder, and punter. It was just huge tonight. He made big completions when he needed to, and he threw for 4 touchdowns in this game tonight as the Raiders cruise to a victory over the Falcons at Falcon Field. It has been our great delight to bring you this game tonight on TV 10 and on our YouTube channel. Nice job, a really nice job by our crew, both at Falcon Field and here in our TV 10 studios as well. So reminding you again that we'll be back with you 2 weeks from tonight as the Raiders host Traverse City Central right here on the campus of North Farmington. Our final score tonight across town at Falcon Field was the North Farmington Raiders 38, the Farmington Falcons 14. On behalf of our entire TV 10 crew, my name is Rich Kincaid, and we'll see you back here in about 2 weeks' time. Thanks.